Kamara Drive-In. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara. Fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Saquon Barkley. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Rip left, rip left.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league.
Set, ready? 60 or. Check, 47. Hey, 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 hey.
A first down carry for Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The count.
Here we go, here we go. It's a 60 Pittsburgh. Strip that ball. Five.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check, 47.
And what's that? And what's the play?
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Ready to break.
50 seconds to mine. Let's get off the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let one go deep for Park. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Ready? 18 Gator.
6-man. Check throw.
Back to throw. He completes it to Tate. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Shoot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. On the move to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing...
On the ready.
50 seconds to mine. On the arms.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
30 base.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down, 6. Ready?
On second down, here's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the sack. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. It's Barkley on the counter. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Tate's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the...
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast.
Ready, ready! 10 Lobo.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing.
Set up, 10-2 stop.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Looking to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man is born. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Ready, ready.
On first down, Barkley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4.
Ready, 90 Wolves. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Go, 8 lead.
Check, 59. Here it goes,
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. On the other side is a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss.